What a big move we're seeing in some of these travel-related stocks. Madiha just spoke about Interglobe Aviations and them, entering the wide body space in aircraft. Don't lose sight of the train guys as well. IRCTC has moved to the high point of trade. Mahindra Holidays is higher ahead of numbers today. And we're seeing a decent uptick in airport operators as well. So GMR, for instance, has moved to the high point of trade with a gain of 7%. Was doing well all through today's trading session, has now only extended that gain and gone higher. But all eyes on the weather. We're looking at summer, how the predictions from monsoons are, etc. And amidst all of this, the heat that we're all feeling here, we have some of these consumer durables which are doing well. So Havells, for instance, has moved well. It's moved to the high point of trade. Over the last few trading sessions, even Voltas has been doing well. Voltas is up 31% this month. It's at the high point right now as well. But speaking about all things weather, we have Manisha with us. Manisha.
Well, thank you. Well, the heat is absolutely on. You know, if elections wasn't enough, we also have the heat waves and the weather advisories coming in at a time when people are stepping out to cast their votes. So difficult times really in sense of weather. But to put more of that in focus, Mr. D.S. Pai, scientist and head climate service division at IMD now joins us. Mr. Pai, well, the heat is truly on and so many advisories coming from IMD about severe heat waves and the weather advisories that are coming in. Where are we right now as April is headed towards an end? And how has the month been April really for?
Good afternoon. So far, we have been getting a lot of heat wave conditions over eastern part of the country and interior southern peninsula. And our model forecasts are indicating that in the next 5 days, there will be heat wave to severe heat waves over many parts of Gangetic West Bengal and Orissa and some isolated parts of Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim. And at the same time, there will be heat wave conditions over West UP, East UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Telangana, Rayalaseema, and interior Karnataka in the next 3 days. And also hot and humid conditions along the coastal region like Kerala, Karnataka, and Konkan for 1 or 2 days, and also along the east coast, coastal Andhra Pradesh, etc. So overall, we will also have in the northwest India, only today or next day, 1 or 2 degree increase will be there. But thereafter, the temperature can slightly decrease over northwest India. But all other parts, the heat wave condition will continue at least 3 to 5 days.
As you mentioned about the East India, Mr. Pai, and we've seen heat wave advisories or severe weather advisories since mid of April. How longer do you think this can go on?
See, generally when heat waves condition that can extend in certain places, extreme condition has been seen that 12 to 15 days also. But as of now, model forecasts are indicating it can go up to 5 days, particularly eastern days, but we will keep on updating. So going 5 to 7 days, it should be itself is a very it is a heat stress for general public, particularly vulnerable people like children and very old people. So we should be careful, so at least till end of April, it should continue.
There's also an advisory for Mumbai and Thane and Raigad over Saturday and Sunday and Monday, perhaps. This is the second heat wave advisory that we have in 2 weeks coming in from Mumbai as well.
Yes. So in the coastal, as I said, in many parts of the west coast also, we have given very hot and humid conditions. So sometimes what happened is that because of the presence of moisture, the dry heat wave condition may not satisfy. But at the same time, because of large humidity, the body cannot lose heat because of the sweating. So there will have more stress due to humidity itself. So heat wave conditions, but it is more of hot and humid type of heat waves.
Mr. Pai, I remember IMD coming out with an advisory suggesting that this time around the heat wave days are going to be more, almost double at 10 to 20 days. Is most of that done in April, or do you think May could go the similar way?
See, generally what happened is that as May approach, sun will be moving more towards the north. So there will be more heat wave condition over central India and northwest India in the coming 2 months. At present, more heat waves are in the eastern and southern part of the country. So April, anyway, a lot of heat waves has been experienced, but these conditions will continue in May and early part of June till monsoon arrives and then progress towards the central and north India. Mainly because, we also have got this El Nino conditions which are prevailing across the globe. And that is actually helping more heat wave type of conditions over the country. And we should not forget the climate change is a very important aspect. And people are expecting that this year can be in fact warmer than last year, which was the warmest ever. 2023 was the warmest ever globally. So, if there is also possibility that this year can overtake 2023.
Oh, okay. That's clearly not good news. Also, Mr. Pai, you have had some advisories on rainfalls in certain areas as well. So even as that happens along, if you look at the latest CWC data that came in yesterday, it does show that the water capacity has continued to decline on a week-on-week basis now, holding at just about 30%, which is much lower than the 10-year average as well. So even these rainfalls clearly are not helping with the water capacities. And would you say that as we are anticipating more heat waves in the month of May as well, this is a situation that could actually be concerning?
Yeah, it is going to be very tough actually. So because, March, April, May, generally you expect rainfall over peninsular India and northeastern part associated with convective activity, thunderstorm activity, and they are generally light to moderate rain. And now next few days, there also can be some rainfall activity over northernmost part associated with the western disturbance. So this rainfall are not very of a large amount. So I don't think that is going to help improving the water level. But okay, for time being, whenever it will rain, there can be slight decrease in the temperature and some amount of water will be available with that.
All right. So preparing ourselves for more heat waves going forward. The rainfalls perhaps may not help with the water capacity, but some relief is something that we are looking for, and anything that we get perhaps is going to be quite good. Mr. Pai, as always, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a detailed sense on what to expect in the days to come in sense of the heat wave there. But with that, it's a wrap on Halftime Report. Business Lunch will take all the action forward.